Good day, everyone. Welcome to the world of math. Today, I will discuss the discriminant and nature of the roots of the quadratic equations. So, first, let's define discriminant. When we say discriminant, it is the expression in the radicand of the quadratic formula. Let's say this is the quadratic formula, and the radicand here is b squared minus 4ac. And that is the formula in getting the discriminant of the equation, wherein we have d equals b squared minus 4ac, and a, b, and c are the coefficients of the quadratic equation. Let's have an example. Determine the value of the discriminant of the following quadratic equations, given that the equation here is x squared plus 16 equals 8x. The first step in solving for the discriminant is we need to write the equation in its standard form. And the standard form here is x squared. You will transpose 8x to the other side and it will give us negative 8x. And then copy positive 16 equals 0. And then after that, identify the values of a, b, and c. So the value of a in this expression is 1. The value of b is negative 8 and c is positive 16. And then you will substitute these values to the formula of the discriminant. We have d equals b squared. So the value of b here is negative 8. We have negative 8 quantity squared minus 4 times the value of a is 1 and c is 16. And then simplify it. We have d equals the square of negative 8 is positive 64, and then negative 4 times 1 is negative 4, and negative 4 times 16, that will give us negative 64. And 64 minus 64, that is 0. Therefore, the discriminant of this equation is 0. Another example, we have here 2x squared minus 3x minus 5 equals 0. Since this is already written in the standard form, we will identify the values of a, b, and c. For the value of a, that is 2. b is negative 3, and c is negative 5. And then substitute these values to the formula. We have d is equal to negative 3 quantity squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 5. And then simplify it. We have d equals the square of negative 3, that is positive 9. And then negative 4 times 2, negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 5, that is positive 40. And then 9 plus 40, it will give us 49. So the discriminant of this equation is 49. And that's how we get the discriminant of the quadratic equation. Again, by using the formula d equals b squared minus 4ac. So the next part here is how do we determine the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation. So we will need the discriminant in determining the roots. And we can also use this table to determine the nature of the roots based on the discriminant. We have here 3 conditions. The first one, if the discriminant is greater than 0 or positive value, then the nature of the roots are real and unequal. So when we say real, it is divided into two. We have the rational and irrational. So we need to identify first if the given positive value is a perfect square or a non-perfect square number. If it is perfect square, then the nature of the roots is rational. While if non-perfect square, then it is irrational. For example, if the discriminant is 49, the 49 is positive number. So it is real and unequal. But we need to determine if it's perfect square or non-perfect square. Since 49 is a perfect square number, then the nature of the roots are real, rational, and unequal. Rational because it is perfect square, and unequal because 49 is greater than 0. And then, for the second example, let's say the discriminant is equal to 11. 11 is a non-perfect square number. That's why the nature of the roots are real, irrational, and unequal. Maybe some of you will ask why is it rational or irrational? Again, by the definition of the discriminant, it is the expression inside the radical sign of the quadratic formula. So if we will put the discriminant, which is 49, in the square root or in the radical, we have a square root of 49. So meaning, we can get the root of this number. While if the discriminant is non-perfect square, let's say for example, the discriminant is 11, and if we will put it in the radical sign in the quadratic formula, it will give us a square root of 11. And then the result, or the values of x, will be irrational number. So that's why it is irrational and unequal. And then the third example, let's say we have d equals 0. It says that if the discriminant is 0, then it is rational and equal. Rational because 0 is a rational number, or it will give us a rational number for the roots, and equal because it is equal to 0. So that is rational and equal. Or maybe in the values of x, they are identical. And then the last one here, we have d is less than 0 or negative value. It will give us imaginary and unequal roots. So, for example, if the discriminant is negative 5, since it is negative, then the nature of the roots are imaginary and unequal. Okay, so to better understand the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation, let's try to answer this activity. Given the value of the discriminant, determine the nature of the quadratic equation or the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation. For number 1, if the discriminant is -15, then it is imaginary and unequal. Number 2, if the discriminant is 36, since 36 is a rational, it is a perfect square number, then it is rational and unequal. And then the third one, if d is equal to 91, so 91 is a non-perfect square number, then we can say that the nature of the roots are irrational and unequal. And then for the last one, if the discriminant is 0, then the nature of the roots are rational and equal. So that's all for today for the discriminant and the nature of the roots. I hope you learned something from me.